Welcome back, guys, to Batman Caped Crusader Episode 6, Night Ride. Not to be confused with Knight Rider, which is a totally different show. Yeah.
Boy, if you don't...
This was a supernatural showdown in Gotham. This episode was totally different. It's almost like they wanted to take a break from the detective noir theme of this series and tell a ghost story. Essentially, that's what it is. It's a supernatural ghost story. As usual, let's dive into it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below. After the video is over, we got to hear my thoughts first, and let's get into it. This episode has a much more whimsical tone to it, really reminiscent of the classic mystery and horror genres. We're introduced to Gentleman Ghost in this one, James Craddock, who was originally a Flash villain, first appearing in Flash Comics number 88. In this show, however, he's a self-proclaimed nobleman turned ghost, and his reappearance in Gotham is tied to the attempted sale of his ancestral estate, Heritage Hill, to Wayne Enterprises. As Batman delves deeper into the mystery, he finds himself confronting not only the supernatural, but also the reality that these things do exist. He's facing the facts that he doesn't know everything. He was so sure that there's no such thing as ghosts, yada yada yada, but now he's coming to realize, holy shit, this thing is real. I like this episode. It was different. Like I said, it feels like they were taking a break with this one from the detective. It just feels different from episodes 1 through 5. However, the tone is still there. It's different, but it's not out of place. It still fits with the overall series. It fits perfectly. And it still feels like a classic Batman story with detective work and dark, gruesome imagery. I mean, holy shit. I also found it interesting how Lucius Fox doesn't know that Bruce Wayne is Batman. In most iterations, Fox is the one who designs most of Batman's tech and weaponry. So here, it's interesting that in this series, they don't have that same relationship. Bruce obviously doesn't trust him on that level. I mean, he doesn't trust him. At the end of the day, he doesn't trust him. Bruce is fake with him. There's always a fakery to Bruce Wayne. Even in this series, the way that he talks to people, the way that he smiles, his suave demeanor and playboy, childlike, non-carish attitude, that's all fake. He puts that on for the public, in front of the world. The real him is the deeper, gritty, serious voice, the no-nonsense look, the way he talks to Alfred. You can hear how he talks to other people and then how he talks to Alfred.
Is this therapy or church? I'm just playing the field, Doc. That's not a character flaw, is it? Make sure Lucius Fox gets these.
Your final session, was it?
Yes, thankfully.
Did you really not get anything out of talking to her, sir? Because I've often thought it might be beneficial to...
I'm fine. Now drop it.
And what I'm saying is, it's interesting that he's fake with Lucius. He doesn't trust Lucius. Lucius has no idea who this man is. That was just weird to me. I don't know how I really feel about it. It's just different. And, you know, this whole show is different. From the very first episode, we found that out. This is different. I like this episode, though. It was paced, in my opinion, much, much better than episode 5 was. There was a part when I thought that it was over, and it still had like 12 minutes left. The story felt whole, with a much more satisfying ending than the Harley Quinn episode. And it accumulates a thrilling confrontation between Batman, Alfred, and Gentleman Ghost. The possession of Alfred by the vengeful spirit adds a much more dramatic and emotional weight to the proceedings. We finally saw Bruce be a little emotional with Alfred. I talked about in a previous video, he's like arm's length with Alfred. He shows no emotion, he shows no feeling, nothing. But in this episode, this is so far the most emotional we've seen this version of Batman. He doesn't come right out and hug Alfred or tells him he loves him or anything, but he does admit that he can't do this without him.
Master Bruce.
You fool. What the hell were you thinking? I can't do this job without you.
Yes, Master Bruce. I know. I'm looking forward to a long bath, sir.
This was a good episode. It departs from the typical crime-focused narrative, introducing literal ghosts, demonic spirits, other realms, but it doesn't compromise the core character dynamics. Blending familiar with the fantastical is how you make an engaging story, and that's what this was, an engaging story. Now, one thing that I was confused about is when Gentleman Ghost possessed Alfred. He said that Alfred was holding a secret, like he was desperately holding on to a secret, and he asked Batman, don't you just want to know what he's holding on to? What the hell is Alfred hiding? You know? Because at first I thought that the secret that he was holding on to was the fact that Bruce Wayne was Batman. He didn't want the ghost to find out. But then it's like, why would you care if a ghost knows your identity? You know what I mean? I think that Alfred has something, a secret of his own that he's hiding. And who knows, we may find out. We might have already found out, you know, in other episodes I haven't seen yet. Or we might find out in season 2, you know? I don't know, but I just found that interesting. Like, what secret was he talking about? Guys, let me know down below what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know how this episode was for you. For me, like I said, this was paced much, much better than that other one. The story felt complete. It was good. You know, it was good. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.